So recently, I've been doing a few videos on why we pass on a deal. And this isn't necessarily that, but it is another red flag to watch for. Just something to kind of give you pause, make you question on whether the group that you're investing in is prepared. And it basically has to do with growing too fast. And having just had a daughter, I don't want to be the guy saying, she's 12 going on 21. I think there's plenty of time, for those phases in life to be dealt with at the right time. And the same goes for business. I remember sitting in a conference and there was a panel and the topic was the race to 10,000 units. And I was like, well, I don't really care how fast they grow or how many units they control. I want to make sure that they are in control. And, I think when companies grow too fast, they get out over their skis. They don't have the necessary infrastructure to support some of the things they're going after. And unfortunately, here I am again speaking from personal experience. I do invest outside of Fortress Federation. It just so happens that you cannot take your own retirement funds and invest in your own deals. So I invest with other people that I consider to be knowledgeable. And for the most part, I've had good fortune. Unfortunately, though, one of the people on that very panel got into trouble this year, and I invested with him. So that's the lesson I learned. And there were times during just this past year where I was like, he's going after quite a few different asset classes and maybe just too many assets within a year. I think that's where you get into trouble. So if they do have a lot of units, let's say, 8 to 10,000 units, maybe they've grown enough to be able to manage that and to handle it properly. But if they're growing at such a rapid pace, for instance, we were looking, our deal that we got in San Antonio, we took from a distressed seller because that particular group grew 30,000 units within 3 years, and they were just in over their head. So it's very fundamental, but something to watch out for. Check into how large they are, and then check into how large their company is relative to the size of their portfolio they're managing. Maybe they have the infrastructure, the resources that they need. Maybe they do a good job hiring, but you want to look into that and ask questions specifically about that. I know that if I'm working with some local boots on the ground, an operator that I feel is competent, but I see them, maybe acquiring too many deals within a 1 year period of time, then I do get nervous and I just ask them point blank, are you guys able to handle this? And then we'll talk some details on how they're planning to manage their business and make sure that they are not getting out over their skis. All right, so that's a quick tip, something to watch out for. All right, thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.